Alright guys, welcome back to another TIDEWE review. TIDEWE reached out to me to do some reviews for them. If you guys have seen in previous videos, if you have not, be sure to check it out and check out the products that TIDEWE is offering and what they've supplied for these reviews. So this is a 270-degree hunting blind. It has a silent door on it as well. I do deer hunt a little bit, and I've been looking for a blind to put in our back by the crops that we've been growing. So I'm really excited to be able to give this a try, but I'm also going to be using it as a photo blind this year. For this review, we're going to focus on the hunting portion, and we're going to set it up here in the barn, break it down, and then we're going to actually take it out to the field where I'm going to be placing it and see how it looks out there and if it's going to hold up to the conditions that we have here. I live in between farm fields and we're really close to Lake Erie, so it's very windy. So I want something that's going to be able to withstand that if I have it out for a few days, and obviously I don't plan on leaving it out the whole season, but I want to see what it looks like out there. So we're going to unbox this, get it popped up in here, and then we'll be taking it out to the field. Alright, so we're going to get this thing pulled out here. Looks like it comes in a bag. And it does. So it comes with a carrying bag. It's a zippered bag, so it should be easy to keep this thing tucked away. And you can already start to see the doors here and the windows. So, alright, let's get her out. Let's pop this thing up and see what it looks like, and then we'll take it out back. Alright, so they give you instructions here. So it looks like you get it out and there's a pull tab, and then you just pull the whole thing and it should pop out. So let's see if that works. So once you get the bottom down and you start pulling out the sides, it's a little awkward, but they all pop out. I mean, I just put that up in a minute. So let's take a look inside. So right here is the door. Bring you in. Now what's really cool about this blind is that you can see 270 degrees in it. So it's obviously dark on this side of the barn, but you've also got a shooting window over here. So you just got to undo this, drops that window. But what would be really nice for me is being able to open up this door, do some pictures, open this up and do some pictures, and then it looks like you've got little slide down doors or windows over here. So if you're okay with these bars being here, then this is a pretty cool setup, because you can kind of slide these up and down, give yourself a shooting lane, but you can see everything out of this. It's really cool. So let's take this thing out back, pop it up, and then we'll show what it looks like in the field as opposed to just in my barn. So that does fold down pretty nicely onto the front of the four-wheeler here. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I literally just broke it down, pushed it together. And you can kind of bring all of these little pop-out areas right next to each other, and it helps fold it up pretty nicely. It's the same way you put it back in the bag. So let's get it out there and see what it looks like out in the field. Alright, so it's hard to tell, but this all right here is a bunch of crops. So we've got sorghum, soybeans, and some corn. What I want to do is put this blind somewhere right here against these trees, so probably right here. So what I'm going to do is take it off, throw it down, and show it pop up and how it sits in here and what it looks like. It should blend in pretty well with these trees right here, so I think it'll be a good spot. So I think that'll do its job. Obviously, as this stuff starts to die off when deer season actually comes around, we're about a month out, it'll start to look a little nicer. You can also take a lot of this grass and put it in these little stubble straps. So there's some in the middle here and there's some up top. So that'd be really helpful if you're trying to blend this in. I think once all this stuff starts to die off, that it'll blend in pretty well. And I mean, it's a really roomy blind, so it shouldn't stick out very much because of the trees and the way that they're kind of situated here. And I can push it a little bit more in, but I mean, as far as a blind goes, you can't really beat this. So let's see what it looks like from the inside with that 270 degree. All right. So you can see really nicely in here. This would be really helpful when you're out here sitting, so you'd be closer to like this view and you can see everything really nicely. Just the way that this has the 270 degree view is so nice, and like you could see from the outside, you can't see in. You can see out really well, but you can't see in. And then here's your view looking out through the window. So you can see everything really nicely. Alright, and that's going to do it for the review of the TIDEWE hunting blind. So if you guys want to pick one of these up, be sure to use the code BR18. Get you 18% off everything on the TIDEWE website. So be sure to check that out. If you guys like these kind of review videos, please let me know. Thank you to TIDEWE for sending these products and letting me review them and test them out. It's been a pleasure being able to do this, and looking forward to hopefully more in the future. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the Too Many Hobbies podcast, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.